All right, everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 1171 on this beautiful Tuesday evening, Wednesday evening. What is it, Wednesday or Tuesday? I don't know. The whole week is bleeding together for me. It is a Wednesday evening. Thank you so much for being here on this Wednesday. It's just been one of those crazy weeks, guys. One of those crazy weeks. I know you all feel it. You just like, where did the days go? Where did it go? You're just grinding away and you look up and it's like the end of the week already there. And those go out that goes out to all the people out there that are really putting in the work during the week, and you feel it. You know what I mean? Just like, man, I just don't even know what's going on anymore. My name is Andy. I'm the guy that runs the back office over here at KonaButterflyz. But you're not here for me. You're here for Brandy. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, 65, and her Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all things you need to know. So that way you too can get a pass notice. And on this beautiful Wednesday evening, this is your Studying Brew. It is a free 30 minutes of free where we do a little bit of content, little bit of technique. For what exam? All exams. It doesn't matter what exam. It really doesn't, because what we're going to teach you tonight is pretty much universal for any securities exam. It doesn't matter. And if you're really paying attention and if you're really following along, you'll realize that these techniques are universal for any multiple choice exam. They'll help you out with any multiple choice exam and get that edge that you've been looking for to get a pass notice. One of the things I will say about that is so many times we do these techniques, so many times we do the Studying Brew. We thank you for being on live. We thank you for watching those replays. By the way, if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe. Give the brother and sister some help. We do it for free. We put all this information out for free, but we would love, some subscriptions, some likes. It's the very least, and also please share, because we're really trying to help you guys out for free. Not a lot of people do it for free Monday through Thursday like we do. Um, but we do. We care. Why? Because the greater good. You guys get your licenses. You can help out the community. You can go out there and service and get this thing going. But with these techniques and this content that we put out all the time, the techniques especially, and the way we do, I think we have the most freshest way of doing content, because we aren't focused on every, like, do you need to know who like invented the Comstock? No. Do we need to know all the ins and outs of Securities 1934 Act? You just need to know, like, if I see this, I pick that, I get a right answer. That's it. To be honest, that's it. That's how the keywords are. That's how we do the content. We just focus on what you need to know. And then when it comes to the techniques, like last night, we were showing you how to get right answers without not with not knowing anything, which is always fun, right? Can we all agree? Not knowing anything and getting a right answer is great. That's beautiful. It helps out when you do know something, because if you apply that with on top of your knowledge, whether if it's fleeting or not when you're in the exam room, because let's be honest, you could study your brains, into the dirt, and you're super tired and you've been really trying to get this thing done and you've been putting all the effort in, and you go in there and then the heart races. That anxiety sets in. You start getting way more stressed out than needs to be. I can't stress that enough. Than needs to be. You really don't need to stress out. You don't really need to have anxiety, but I do recognize that some people do have that. And I'm not trying to take that away from you. I know it's very real. I know that you go through it. I know the heart races. I know they got the anxiety. You got the butterflies. You got the ickies, right? You got that. Ooh, I don't know. And we start stressing, right? We start stressing. We start tripping out. The memory starts to fade a little bit. We barely figure out that our name is on the screen, right? We're like, ooh, is that even my name? Oh, wait, is it? Right? We're at that moment. That's where those techniques really help you get a little bit of attraction. They really help you get, like, I don't know what's going on. Oh, wait. Is there a Mona in here? Is there an opposite? What patterns am I seeing in these answers? What's going on here? Oh yeah, Brandy told me there'd be days like this. Wait, let me try this out. And if you're really doing the approach that we teach you, which is answers first, then read the question, it really helps you zero in on those answers to get it down to at least a 50-50. At least get a good shot. At least get a good guess. At least be somewhere in the ballpark. And sometimes it's just like throwing a horseshoe. as long as you're close, you're going to get some points. You're gonna at least going to have an idea. And some of y'all are tuned in on right now because you heard of us. Maybe you've never been on before and you're checking us out for the first time. That's what we're aiming at. Sometimes we just need a good strategy to get us close, and then our knowledge of that content kicks in, and then we go, oh, you ever had that moment? Oh, now I know what it is. All right, let's do it. And the confidence to pick it, because the more strategizing you have, the more of a strategy you have going into it, the more confident you feel. The more you're prepared for it. Like we talk about test preparation all the time. What does that mean? Most people consider like test prep, all you do is just memorize the knowledge, read the book several times, and then you go at these Q banks, only to be in that exam room and realize none of those questions look even close to the Q banks that you were studying. Why does this look like nothing I studied before? Makes you almost want to rip that corded mouse out of that computer and throw it. You're like, I can't believe none of this looks like the way it's supposed to. That's the way it's supposed to be, guys. That's the way it's supposed to be. They do it on purpose. They do it on purpose. That's why if you're paying attention on these free studying brews, if you're paying attention to our paid program, we show you how to get to that right answer without knowing things, because you're going to be faced with questions that you haven't seen before. They're going to be worded different when you're on the exam. They're going to look different. If it had a smell, they would smell different. I don't think I'd want to taste it, but you get what I'm saying. It's nothing like you've seen before. But what we're trying to teach you is a skill set, so that way if you get a question that looks like a CVS receipt, if you get a question that looks like 2 words, but those 2 words don't click to anything that you've been studying, where do I go from here, right? How do I get from there to there? I wish there was ways that you guys could have like that content and then you show me how to apply it in a live exam. Do you guys do that? I just wish somebody would do a live quiz and then show me how to apply that knowledge. I wish somebody would do a live quiz and tell me what I need to pay attention and what not to pay attention to. That's exactly what you're getting with our program. You're getting those course videos that you get anytime, videos, audios, whatever you need, connected to Spotify, by the way, videos, audios, it doesn't matter. You got live exam sessions that you can do where we show you exactly what I just described. Just described. Brandon will take a topic like options, and for the SIE, be like, don't panic. This is all you need to know. Mm-hmm. All you need to know. Don't trip.
Don't trip.
This is how you approach these questions. It's easy. Next thing you know, you're getting more confident. You feel better about it. That's what we do in those live sessions. And if you need a little bit more, we have small group tutoring. We got one-on-one tutoring options available. We got books for sale. We got the Kona Discord so you could study with somebody and not alone, or ask Brandy questions directly. You ever needed that? Discord is amazing. It has an amazing search. Why did we pick Discord? Why out of all of them? Because it has a great search. You can search up a topic and see if other people have already talked about it on there. And then you could probably find the question you were just struggling with and how it was broken down. It's on there. Go check that out. Scan the QR code, hit the links. If you need to give me a call, 951-290-3077. Give me a call, give me a text, or shoot me an email at KonaButterflyz@gmail.com. Like I said, scan the QR code, hit the links, and check out our Instagram. Today, I just want to say there was a couple people that I did not get back to on, I was supposed to call them. They left an email. There was another phone call. To be honest, guys, today was crazy. Today was heavy and it was crazy. How do I keep it positive, Brandy? Just like that?
That's
it.
That's it.
Keep it positive. It was heavy. It was crazy. I will definitely call you back tomorrow. How's that?
There you go.
Good. All right. Thanks, Brandy, for keeping me in check. All right. Tomorrow, what do we got going on? We got the SIE, we got 65, we got Kona Study Hall. We do not have small group tutoring, although there is nobody already scheduled for it, so we're good.
Yeah.
So technically we didn't need to exit out because nobody had registration on there. But if you were wondering, we're not having it tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're also not having the Studying Brew.
Right.
Why?
Football.
Well, I thought Brandy was going to be more elaborate. It's because one of our kids is going to play football tomorrow night, and we're great supportive parents. And since he's going to be on the field tomorrow night, we're going to be there.
Yeah.
And so I appreciate all of you and everything that you allow us to do. And one of those things that you allow us to do is to have the freedom to go see our kids go play their sports. So tomorrow night, we're going to be sports mom and dads and being supportive. So we are not having the Studying Brew tomorrow night. We'll be back on Monday.
Yes.
But all the day sessions throughout, we'll have the SIE, the 65, and the study hall. So if you needed that study group, that small group tutoring, I would be in the study hall.
Yeah.
I'd be up an hour, or I would be in there an hour earlier or so, and I would ask those questions in that study hall. Well, wildly accepted.
Yes, and I forgot to put it on here, but Friday, full effects. All of our member sessions are
Friday we'll be back to on schedule. So there you go.
Yeah.
All right. What do you got next?
this.
We got the exam workshop. We dropped this today in a meeting. So it's officially out there. I would scan the QR code. If you just like our techniques, if someone told you to be on the Studying Brew and they were like, what help? Oh, dude, you got to get in there, test taking techniques. Well, I don't know about that membership thing. I don't want to do it. I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want no content. I just want to know how to pass an exam. I just want them techniques. Guess what? Then workshop right there. Techniques. Doesn't matter if you're trying to pass a life exam. Doesn't matter if you're trying to pass your esthetician exam. Doesn't matter if it's a chemistry test. Doesn't matter. Whatever it is, as long as it's a multiple choice exam, we got you.
Yeah.
That will go over about 4 or 5 hours. It'll be in Riverside, California. It will be in person. As of now, it will not be on Zoom. You don't need to be a member. We do have discounts if you are, though. If you are a member, if you are signed up, you're going to get a discount and you pay less, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't want to, we got an option for you.
That's true.
I don't want that. I don't want your to. That's okay.
Thank you, Diane.
And guess what? You can pay at the door in cash if you need to, but you need to make sure you reserve your spot. Spots are limited. We like to keep it cozy.
Yeah.
We ain't at that arena size yet. This is not a Tony Robbins seminar. It's not an arena. So you definitely got to make sure you get your spot so that way you got that in there and locked in. Scan the QR code. We'll have more information out there, but we just dropped it today. So October 12th gives enough time for everybody to get that in their schedule on a Sunday, 1 o'clock to 6 o'clock. We keep it as long as we need to have it. That's it. Diana says it's well worth it.
Yes.
There you go.
And yes, Ebony.
We can pay when we get there. Yes, you can. But you got to let me know before.
Yes, you got to register.
You got to register.
But you can pay when you get there.
But you can pay with there.
Yeah.
And if you don't show up and you registered, that's not nice because there could have been somebody who could have had that spot. So please let us know if you're not going to show up.
That's very nice. I like the way you put that.
It's not very nice.
Yeah.
It's not very kind.
No.
There you go.
Yeah. Thank you, Jack.
Thank you, Jackie.
Yes.
All right. You ready to get this thing going?
Yeah.
Let's do it. All right. We're going to do some content. We're going to do a little bit of techniques, right?
It's a lot of technique, a little content.
What would you put? 60-40? 40-60?
I always try
70-30?
I'll be honest, I haven't seen these questions probably since Monday.
It's going to be a new experience for everyone.
Kind of. But you guys are going to see how I use the techniques that we talk about on Mondays and Tuesdays, how we are going to use them in a quiz. Now, obviously, guys, I did pull the questions, but as you can see, when we see the first questions, it is the 6 in a line. Like I didn't cherry pick. I didn't do anything. I just picked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're showing you how much technique to how little content. There you go. How much technique to how little content to answer these questions.
There you go.
Perfect. I knew I was going to get there eventually. I've been doing this for like, 6 weeks?
And I feel like I set it up the entire time earlier on what you need to pay attention to. So let's do that. Because you know what? It doesn't matter what skill set's being taught to you. It doesn't matter what anybody's trying to teach you on how to really study or get these things done. If you're not receptive and you're not practicing this stuff, it doesn't matter. It's all fodder. So make sure you put it into practice.
Yes. That word that he said.
You're welcome.
All right. So, United States only. United States, Canada, and Mexico,
Yes.
United States and Canada only, or United States and Mexico only. So
B is North America.
that is true. So all of North America. Right?
The other one is United States and North,
Oh,
United States and South. And then we have just United States.
interesting. I literally just put this together right now. Not the North America part, but I talk about NASA.
You need to talk about NAFTA?
No, NASA.
Good, because it doesn't exist anymore.
No, this is the North American Securities Administrators Association. I just ding 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 epiphany. Anyways, but B doesn't have an only. There's no only. So it's like kind of different, right?
So that's the answer.
Yeah. See, look, and I told you guys I forgot what these questions were. I told you.
Okay, so this is great though. But after Brandy's done here laughing about herself. But this is great because look, only, right? We got 3 onlys.
Mhm.
If you're paying attention with us, Mona, must only, never always, usually is not true. So those 3 are canceled out. So if you didn't even know what NASA meant, there you go. At B, you would have got it right just based on techniques, not even knowing what all that acronym means.
Right. That's pretty funny.
But if you did know, North America.
Yeah, that's pretty funny though. Because I do tell you guys, you don't usually need to know what the acronym stands for. Like, guys, I think I was studying my 65, or I don't even know. It was not my first 2 exams, and I still didn't know what FINRA stood for. Like, I couldn't recall it. So, see what I'm saying? And
Acronyms are tough unless you were in the military. I feel like military people have a lineup on that.
Yeah.
Everything's in acronyms for them.
Yeah. All right. This is not a recommendation. This is a discretionary trade. This is a recommendation. This is a solicited trade. So these 2 are exactly opposite, right? Not a recommendation and is a recommendation. Did you guys know that a recommendation is also a solicitation?
I was going to say solicitation and recommendation are almost the same thing.
Exactly. So these are the same. So when you have 2 answer choices that are the same,
can't be those 2.
It can't be it because it's like saying 0, like ZERO, and then the digit 0.
And then based on our rule about opposites, it's got to be one of the 2. We just crossed out the C, so it leaves us with A. That's the answer.
Right.
And Bob's your uncle.
That's right. Double check it because we're going to practice like how we would be on the exam.
Yeah, don't be wild like some people named Jack. I mean, with like some people that might have a name like Jackie. Don't be wild like that. Make sure to
double check.
Double check.
We're just confirming.
Double check. I love you, Jackie.
Yeah. A customer called you and asked you to place a buy, boom, order for 200 shares of ABC stock. They told you what to buy. That's not a recommendation. See what I'm saying?
Jackie, we appreciate you meeting up with us today.
Yes.
It's very appreciated.
So you guys see how that's not a recommendation, right?
Yes.
Okay. Intermediate term. So I see here, I'm going to use a highlighter this time. So I see intermediate term debt instrument, short-term debt instrument, or drafts. What? Short-term drafts? I didn't even see that. Intermediate debt instrument and another short-term draft. Then I see issued by banks to corporations, issued by banks to corporations, issued by the federal government to banks. And then I think this one's different. And then banks to the federal government.
I'm glad you picked these kind of questions because I know we get a lot about this.
We do.
This gets people confused all the time.
Do. Exactly.
Short-term drafts are interesting words.
It is an interesting word. And I think I picked the wrong one on accident because I was doing this really fast. But okay. So we have these 2 that are the 2 purples, right?
Yes.
And then we have these 2 that are the 2 blues.
2 blues on the end.
The 2 blues
highlighted on the end.
Yeah. Banks.
So do you guys see that B and D match at the beginning of the sentence? A and B match at the end of the sentence.
Right. So I'm hoping that I did my work the correct way, but the answer should be B. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And the question is bankers acceptance. So we got the bank in the bank, right? If you guys know by content, these are in money markets, so they have to be less than a year. and it makes sense, but I think I did that on accident. I'm admitting, guys, I did it fast. So it should be
Speedy.
honestly, I just saw short and bank. I didn't pay attention to anything else.
Look, Brandy was watching Monday Night Football.
I was.
It was crazy.
I admit it.
Actually, it was a pretty
It was
boring game.
boring. I mean,
She fell asleep. It was super boring.
yeah, it was boring. But you guys doubled it. Okay. B. All right. If the common stock is above parity, coupons are usually higher. Coupons are usually lower. Boom. Right there. And then convertible bond holders, right? So then I'm like, okay, well, this one says higher and this one says lower. These two are opposite.
Right.
Okay. So now I'm going to go into the question because I don't really know what the answer is because it's higher or lower. And it says not true regarding convertible bonds. Not true. And I'm like looking at this and like, not true. And see, we're all experiencing this fun thing together. I think I picked higher. Should really double check my work. All right, so I'm looking at this, right? Somebody put D in the chat. That's actually true because it's a bond holder, so you are a creditor. Common stock above, it's going to affect the price. That is true. So we get back down to that higher and lower, and the answer is higher. You get a higher coupon.
You didn't want to just click it?
I did just click it.
Oh, I know, but why'd you tell us all that you didn't know?
Because I saw that somebody in the chat put D. So I wanted to cross off D.
All right, but the main point is like I was saying earlier, remember what I said? If you get it down to the 50-50,
right?
That was a 50-50 shot right there.
Yeah.
If you're like, why is it not true that it's higher? Stay on after the brew will answer it.
Yeah.
Let's keep it rocking.
Right. So I have no load. I have class C, class A, class B. Really quick, just word associations from key content. This is front. This is back. This is level. This is none. Because it says no. Does that make sense? That's our very basic content. I'm going to go to the question, and it says, what types of shares allow the investor to buy and sell the shares at NAV and have no sales charge? No sales charge.
If it has a no on there, it's probably that one.
Yeah. This is literally like the Kona catchphrase right here.
This is literally keyword match.
Yes. That's all this
No
is.
and no. So many of you would overthink this and they would be like, it can't be that easy.
Nah, it is though.
It is.
It is. It is.
It really is.
Yeah. This is the last one. Equipment trust certificate, mortgage bond, a debenture, or a collateral trust bond. If you guys are paying attention to the Studying Brew.
Debentures, non-secured, because it rhymes with dentures.
And it's only one
secure
word.
teeth.
And it's only one word.
It's only one word.
So this one's actually different because it's one word, right? Go to the question. Oh my gosh, written promise made by a corporation. Pay the
I got time for that.
But backed by no physical asset.
In other words, not secured.
Boom. Done. One word.
No physical asset, not secured.
Correct.
If you don't know that, now you do. That's what we call 6 minutes of just learning a new thing, getting you guys onto this quizzing thing that we do, learning a little bit of a skill set by looking at those answers, then reading the question with intent, looking for those patterns and those keywords so that way you zero in on what you need to zero in on. I mean, some of you might have got confused on that higher and lower one with a convertible bond, but the most important part was it was down to a 50-50 shot between the two. If you weren't sure, a coin flip of an answer might be even better than you think.
Yes.
Especially when you're on this exam and you're trying to just get a what?
Pass.
A pass notice. Very good, Brandy. All right, tomorrow we got member sessions tomorrow. We got no Studying Brew tomorrow night. We'll be back for this free Studying Brew on Monday. So we will not be seeing you guys tomorrow for the free, but we will be back for all the paid on Thursday and Friday. Until then, everybody stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. Keep the positive mental attitude. PM, everybody. Have a great night.
Thank you all so much for being on. We so super appreciate you. Practice these techniques in your quizzes tonight and through the weekend. We will see you guys next time. Have a great one.